how I grow food all year round. 4 proven strategies that have allowed me to keep food growing in this garden for over 4 straight years. You can do this too. As a major storm is coming across America, now's a great time to look at these 4 strategies. Our first strategy is soil. Having good soil preparation is key to being able to grow all winter long. We start out with a thick layer of deep mulch, and it doesn't matter whether it's wood chips, hay, straw, a bed of pine needles would be wonderful. The entire principle behind this is we want to keep that ground insulated. We want to keep that life active, and we want to keep the roots from freezing. If we can keep that top layer of soil from freezing, you're going to be in good shape. Right now, as we're preparing for this storm, if you've got a thin spot in around your plants, go ahead and add a little bit. Basic rule of thumb is 4 inches thick or thicker, and I keep getting asked, how much do I put down? Well, I've done a lot of measurements, and what I've come up with was more. You can't go wrong with putting more mulch down, especially since our goal is to keep that life in the soil active and keep those roots warm. The rest of the plants will take care of itself, which leads to my second strategy. What do you plant for cold weather crops? Today is Saturday, and you know what that means. We go to you and we celebrate what's going on in your garden. This week, Patrice sent in a few shots, goes right along with our second strategy, picking the right kind of plants. She's got radishes, kale, carrots, brassicas, and assorted other greens that are growing in her raised beds. As long as you pick the right kind of plants, you can grow all winter long. We're going to go ahead and put some garlic in right now. Yes, it's January. Got a little cilantro growing, got some garlic growing. If your ground's not frozen, we like to plant garlic. Succession planting. I mean, we got garlic coming up right here. We also like to continue to plant garlic, and even with this storm coming in, garlic needs some cold weather. And what we've done here is we've taken a clove off of each one of the cloves that we've been cooking with, set it in this little container of water, and they root really well. So we've got a little head start here. So once it gets cold over the next couple days, these will go ahead and get their cold time in, and they'll bulb up nicely by spring. And I'm just going to put just a light little bit of mulch on here because I do want this ground to go ahead and get cold. And for these green ones, I'm going to mulch this a little heavier, protect that greenery, and that should be fine even with the 12 degrees we're expecting. Now that we've looked at a few things that grow well in the winter and we've got our hands dirty, let's go ahead and talk about our third strategy, and that would be protection. Whether it's a cold frame, whether it's a raised bed with some kind of covering, and Patrice has a really good example of this. With the use of the netting and the hoops keeping the plastic off of the leaves, she's been very successful growing in these raised beds. You can see the results of her heated mini greenhouse. Thank you, Patrice. You're going to have a successful winter garden. Using straw bales and hay bales makes a really nice cold frame. Now, if you're going to use a raised bed, I suggest you make sure you have some kind of insulation, especially if it's going to get really cold. The sides aren't very thick, and we do not want this soil to freeze. And if you're growing in containers, Lisa sent a wonderful idea about how to protect those. The use of these large stationary clips holds this basket in place and keeps the critters out. And then when it gets cold, all you have to do is drape it with plastic. Lisa, that is wonderful. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the same size container, just set it on top here. I may have to put a brick on, but I think this will hold in place. Our fourth strategy has to do around harvest. Since a lot of these are greens, we do the cut and come again. And since I plant heavy, I got them pretty thick in here. So we're able to take 1 or 2 leaves off of each plant and they continue to grow. And that extends this harvest well through the winter. Bear, who's a contributor, he sent in a picture of what he did. He took the last of his tomatoes that were blushing right as the last frost hit. These last 2 finally got ripe just in time for Christmas. Bear, that looked wonderful. Fresh tomatoes out of the garden at Christmas. Thank you. We got a little bit of time before that storm comes through tomorrow afternoon. It's going to get down to 12. better get a few more leaves brought out here while I can. Now, if your garden's all buttoned up, you want to just sit by the fire as this storm comes in and learn why we do what we do, please get a copy of my book. It's on my Amazon store. I'll have a link in the description box below. If you employ these proven strategies, making sure your soil is good, making sure you got the right kind of plants, the right kind of protection, and you're harvesting well, you'll be able to grow all year long. And as this January storm moves across America, stay warm, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.